Link, link. Eee.
So for today's video, which will be a little bit shorter, what I'm going to do is show some of my sculpts, which have gained some popularity in the Dreamiverse, at least for what I consider to be popularity. Let me see here. I'm currently working on an Earthworm Jim sculpt, but the Ahriman floating eye has been pretty popular. I like to create the sculpts and then allow people to free cam so that they can zoom in, zoom out as much as they like. And I like to add lighting conditions that I set up personally because it allows me as the artist to still have some direction over the appearance of the sculpts. In case you are unaware, this is a common enemy in the Final Fantasy series, which is actually what a majority of my sculpts are built around because I am rather obsessed with Final Fantasy, bottom line. You can see the lighting making huge changes to the color and shadowing on the model to show it off, which is why I placed a light down below to blast it straight from under, just to kind of exaggerate all the features. So that is the Ahriman. And then we have some Moguls, which I actually don't believe... Oh, I did set up lighting conditions. This is more of a bit of an old school design, and this is more of maybe like a 7, 8, 9 generation design. These are actually pretty low detailed. I didn't put hours into these models as I did with the other ones that I'll show in this video. Still fun to make and sculpt. My Moguls. Freya Crescent, in case you're unaware. The Lancer Dragoon from Final Fantasy IX. This one did take me several hours to create. I wanted to go really full detail on this sculpt, and it is eating up a very large chunk of the graphics. But I was creating a showcase with all of my puppets in a single location, in a single dream. And I reduced the graphical demands on each of the models, and I didn't really lose a ton of details, so I was happy with that. But yeah, I kind of went extra on this one because you start sculpting and then you just kind of get obsessed. You just kind of run away with it. As I've said in a previous video, it's just unlocked. Dreams has unlocked something as an artist within me that has added an addictive quality. Not that art hasn't always been addictive to me on a 2D level, but something about doing it in this space, I don't know, adds to it, adds to the enjoyment. So yeah, Freya Crescent. Rat Girl. That hat was so confusing to me when I was younger, trying to figure out where her face was in the super deformed character designs that Final Fantasy IX featured. I'll show this one. This is Raziel from Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. Oops. He does have some animations added. This is one of my older models. Sorry for all the notification sounds. This was one of my older models, first models that I made in Dreams, but I still was quite happy with it, despite that. I seem to have misplaced one. Just a moment. Okay, there he is. This is Vivi, the black mage also from Final Fantasy IX. Skip the intro. This one, I did not. This was the first sculpt that I ever really did in high detail like this. I was inspired by another dreamer that did this insane ripped Mario, who was also holding a fireball. And I decided to go in and create this Vivi sculpt, which took me about 8 hours, I want to say. And then I added it to a dream and did all the camera work. That's really rather terrible, you can see here. But I just wanted to showcase Vivi in a three-dimensional way, and I didn't do a free cam back then, and I don't know why. But yeah, this is how it turned out. I was super, super happy with this one. Which, hindsight actually prompted me to move forward with sculpting new things. And then I've got a couple things here. Just some abstract weirdness. The exact type that dreams sometimes brings out of you. And then this was just a random off the wall. I don't know why I did this creature monster looking thing. Just, you know, felt like it. Messing around with camera effects and depth of field and things like that as well. Yeah, so those are my sculptures in Dreams. As you can see, I have a ton of other projects here that I will be showing off later, whether failed or incomplete or all the way to completion. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw, and see you soon.